All right, check.
Check one. Check. Check two. Check three.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Check. Check one. Check two. Check.
Yes.
Check.
All right, sweet. We live and direct. All right, perfect. Angle real quick. A couple different times. Screen switching up. It's a new wave. Okay, guys. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Proetiq Radio. Ari and I coming at you live. We are at CFRE. We do a show in Mississauga and in Vancouver. CFRE Radio 1:30 p.m. on Thursdays, and then Van City on Co-op Radio 10:30 a.m. on 100.5 FM. We promote a lot of local musicians and stuff. And today we were blessed with an amazing artist, J OTIS. Right? Or why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the world, and we'll introduce everybody in the room as well too, and we'll jump right into it, my dude.
All right. My name is Jeremiah Otis. My artist name is J Otis, and I'm from Port Albany First Nation. I'm an Indigenous artist, record label owner, mixing and mastering engineer, life coach, and mentor.
That's fire.
I hold a lot of roles. Yeah, I've been making music on my own since 2014.
Wow.
Got certified for music production in 2020. And then ever since then, I've been using my talents to be able to give back to my community.
That's fire. That is fire. Oh, giving back. And we're going to introduce the homies in the building, KOOSEY.
Hi. Hello, everybody. My name is Louis Kaziz. My artist name is KOOSEY. I am a vocal engineer and a beat producer as well. I do a lot of work with J Otis.
Fire. And we also got a homie right over here, Sky.
Yo, I'm Sky Spence. I'm Winnipeg, born and raised.
Dope.
Out here working with Jeremiah. I'm his videographer. So, yeah.
Love that. Fire.
Yeah.
Great. And then we got Chucks in the building who kind of put it together as well too. Here from last week, or was it? Yeah, it's been a week already. Respects. Yeah. And then DJ Denise, if you're watching, oh, there she is, URP Radio. She's fast. Okay.
What's up, Denise?
She says, hey, good to see you all. Yo, shout out DJ Denise. Yo, she put it together as well too. You worked with DJ Denise quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, let's go into man, so many questions I want to ask. First of all, your drive from 4 a.m., bro. Shout out to the dedication. For everybody out there who's like, yo, it's an hour and a half bus ride to get here. This man drove since 4 a.m., bro. That's dedication. That's real artistry, bro. Like, I appreciate that, man. That's fire. Where did you guys drive from initially this morning?
So last night I picked up KOOSEY in Timmins, Ontario.
Okay.
We drove at night probably we got at my place around 11. Finished packing up everything by 1 o'clock.
Damn.
Slept until 3:30.
Yeah.
And then drove from Matheson all the way here.
Wow.
Just to make sure that I made it here for the radio. We got here actually early. Yeah, it was blessed. Yeah.
That is fire. No, that's fire. Yeah, I feel bad. I should have brought some coffee and drinks or something, bro. Damn, bro.
It's
I didn't know it was I didn't know you were driving 8 hours. I thought you were just coming for 45 minutes an hour. Yeah, just that's all good.
I asked Chucks last night. I was like, just can you make sure I got coffee? But
oh no, yo, I gotta fucking share some of this. Just my bad, bro.
It's calm, man. On the drive up, I just pulled into Timmy's real quick.
Okay.
Yep.
And we had breakfast in North Bay.
Yeah. We gotta show you some Mississauga eats, actually, bro. I know you got some studio stuff going on, but that's fire. Okay, that's dope. How did you meet Denise? I just like to start about origins, how did you know Denise and stuff initially?
So me and Denise started connecting in 2020, 2021, and yeah, so it was really interesting. I just released Trilogy Chapter 1, which is my first official album.
Fire.
And so I ended up getting a placement with Denise, an interview with Denise, and then I started listening in closely.
Yeah.
And then she was working with an artist called Ink the Amp. But I also got linked up with Denise through Chucks, actually. So Chucks introduced me to Denise.
Okay.
Ended up talking a lot of shop with Denise after.
Fire, bro.
And then and then I met another artist, Ink the Amp, and Yeah, it was actually really cool because I was developing my record label at the time.
Okay.
And we're trying to develop a new structure where we don't exploit any of the artists. So we take all the money, all the budgets, right? We implement it to the artist itself.
Yeah.
We don't take all the major cuts. And then basically, so we're building this big empire, and then we ended up having like people from like 5 different countries going on the board.
Wow.
And developing it strategically in all these countries, right?
Yeah.
And so we're getting ready to launch and all that stuff. But Denise was day one on that entire plan.
That's amazing.
And so like she was kind of like spearheading this stuff with what she was doing in BC.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I ended up moving to BC. We started having
you
studio
moved
sessions.
there?
Oh, I lived there. Yeah, I was.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was getting ready to do some acting stuff, but then like, you know, work started calling from up north, so I needed
For
to move
sure.
back. So, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. That's how the connections get made. That's dope. When I first met Denise is when I started at Co-op Radio about 2018, 19, something like that, and it was just my personal IG thing, and then I just wrote. I didn't even have a Proetiq radio page. I just wrote Proetiq in the bio, and then I went to one of these shows where like it was like a showcase show, and every single time an MC or an artist would perform and come down, I would be like, oh. I do radio and stuff, and then we exchange contacts. And then I guess by the end of that night, 10 people were mutual contacts with Denise. And then I guess my stuff just showed up in her feed, and she's like, hey, I see you with Co-op Radio. And then I started going to her shows and helping her do video stuff. I was not even a videographer. She just gave me her camera. She's like, just hold this for a second. I was like, that's how I bucked up with Denise in the first place. And then, yeah, it was great to see what she does working with a lot of local up and coming artists, and the fact that you do a lot of that stuff as well too with residential work. That's actually really, really fire, because that's I think when you meet people that, like with Denise for example too, like when you meet people that align with kind of like very specific goals that you're trying to do, it's like you said, not trying to exploit artists and trying to uplift people and stuff. Like it's a really like major reaction, and it helps a lot. So big props to you and the whole team for like doing what you're doing, because like that mental health awareness stuff and just trying to uplift people out of generational like trauma and stuff is huge. Like, you're indigenous, right?
I'm indigenous.
So I'm from Sri Lanka. Like, my parents come from Sri Lanka, so they also face like a lot of genocide, like really, really recently, like not even more than a decade or two ago, kind of thing. So like that kind of stuff, like a lot of people that go through like genocidal stuff like have all this like fucked up trauma and stuff. And then I know even when I lived in BC for a bit, like I met a lot of indigenous folks, way more than I met here in the GTA, which is insane. Like, I didn't see how rough it is out there and stuff, but the workshops and stuff is like a very important tool to show for people like that, you know what I mean? Like, because education is one thing, but when you have like a leader that's in like media and art and stuff like that, and like kids see that and they want to gravitate towards that, like it's a little bit more like, connecting, I would say, kind of thing. Like, how did you get into that? Like, what was your first? How did you first get into that stuff, the mentorship?
What happened was that, so when I finished college, right, I was going to Algonquin Music Industry Arts. And basically, I got the opportunity through Arts Can Circle, which is a non-for-profit organization that services First Nation communities.
Oh, wow, okay.
And I already had this entire module kind of like roughed out in 2018. So what I did was I took everything that I learned from college, kind of implemented it into this proposal because they were looking for local artists to service up north, right? And so I developed this entire like mental health first aid program that uses music therapy. And what we ended up doing is like, okay, we have a bunch of youth, like little kids that are starting to go on like heavy drugs, narcotics. We have high suicide rates, and probably like a majority of the kids are like being sexually abused, right? Actively. And that's all the effects of intergenerational trauma, right? Like, because like the residential school didn't really shut down until 2001 in my community.
Wow.
And so like, imagine like the way it kind of works with that trauma is like, we have a bunch of people that got forced into these schools, right?
Yeah.
And like, since little kids, they're constantly raped every single day and tortured. And then what happened was that as they got older, right, to make sure that they stay silent, they used to make the kids sexually abuse the younger kids, right? And so what happens is that you have these people that are like whipped with chains, put in electrical chairs, held in tubs of boiling water, and then raped every single day, right? They get out all messed up because they weren't allowed going home, right? They were getting killed, put in furnaces, burnt alive, all that different crazy shit, right? And so, and then when they got out, they started self-medicating, so drinking, doing drugs, whatever, and those behaviors would come out, right? So next thing you know, these people who were basically forced to abuse younger children, right, ended up abusing their kids, their nephews, their nieces, and all that stuff. And then they would use the same type of messaging to the people that they're abusing. So like, if you ever tell anyone, you're the one in trouble. And so what ended up, and then not only that, they would start making those kids start abusing the other kids, right? And so it created this entire messed up intergenerational trauma where it's like everyone's too scared to talk about it, right? Because they're scared of getting in trouble. And now, like, even myself, I was even abused as a child, right? And it was from my, like, well, I'm not even gonna get into that, but
speak freely.
But like, and the only reason why is because like I don't want to talk bad about my abusers because I know they were abused, and I know where it comes from, right? So I don't even hold any anger towards that anymore. I dealt with it, but we still had a bunch of these children that are like killing themselves, staying out late because it's not safe at home. I was like, man, we have a crisis on our hands. So I took all my art, all my knowledge, all my credentials, and because music therapy was part of my course, I was able to use music therapy as a way to be able to help break that cycle and make sure that these kids are safe all the time, right?
Yeah.
And so we started bringing these kids, and these kids were like all at risk. They're smashing windows, they're vandalizing everything, they're staying out late because it's not safe. So I'm like, okay, we brought in the music, healing through music, right? So me and Lewis, right, and my homie Chris. Well, Lewis didn't jump in till the second year.
Like
So
2023.
so like me and one other homie, right,
Yeah.
basically did this whole program for a whole year.
Yeah.
And we were able to make a shift in how the youth behave in the community because they're finally being heard and they have a source and outlet, right? And so we've been doing that ever since. And then every single year we've been like restructuring, relearning how to better facilitate this program into what it is now, right? So now I have 6 staff with me all the time. We're doing mental health first aid. We're pulling kids out of human trafficking.
Wow.
We're preventing suicide. We're connecting them with like mental health resources. And we also started developing an emergency crisis plan for all the communities we work with. So it's like a lot of organizations, they're not organized yet because of like all the trauma, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like everyone's running kind of with their heads cut off like chickens, right? And so it's like, so I'm like, nah, we got to organize this stuff. And so now I'm like actually doing like crisis response reports. I'm coordinating, making sure these kids have supports and all that. And we let them talk about everything. So like, and like the stuff that they talk about is really true, really real. And so the goal was to make sure that the community hears it so that they could actually implement the change needed.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, since 2020, we've been doing this program, basically restructuring it, doing everything properly. And now we're like pretty much a mandated service, right? And because it's fully developed, now we're able to go to other First Nation communities, implement the same stuff, develop the same crisis response toolkits for different communities, and basically modify it to fit their modules, right? So like that's what I do pretty much almost full time. And outside of that, it's like suicide prevention, crisis intervention, all front line. And then I basically debrief myself with my music.
That's amazing. That's with these programs, like how do you implement like it to the different like communities? Do you bring it to their schools or something, or when you go there you just say, hey, this is a service, like
so we actually coordinate with their main governance.
Oh,
so
wow.
we go directly to like the chief and council, the people that run every single thing in the community, and say, hey, we got this program, right, that's tailored to all these crises. And a lot of the communities went to the same schools that was hosted in my community.
I see.
Right, because my community is the home of that residential school, St. Anne's.
Okay.
And so basically like we go in and we like offer these supports and be like, we got a solution that actually works and it's been proven for like 5 years. So, And then that's how we kind of get in. And then we actually organize with that community. Okay, what's your resources? What organizations? Child family services to mental health first aid to like even like trauma therapy, right?
Yeah.
And then we just make sure that the kids' needs are met.
Yeah.
And it takes us like, we run this program like 2 weeks consecutive in the community.
Oh, so you go to the community and then just
We're
2
there,
weeks straight?
We're
Okay,
do
okay.
2 weeks straight, right? And then we go back pretty much every month for like 6 months. So 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out, 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out. And then we make because these kids depend on the program as a safe space. And so like we ensure that they have that safe space.
Yeah.
And like keep that hope, because it's something to go in for 2 weeks and leave.
Yeah, it's
And
like,
then,
oh,
and
they're
then
here for a minute, yeah.
they're just gone, you know? And
yeah.
then they're back isolated. So it's like, how do we maintain this? Yeah.
So walk me through, what does that 2 weeks look like from like the moment that you're there on the first day in that first hour? Like what actually happens?
Well, we're like, what do you want to talk about?
Okay.
How you guys feeling?
Yeah.
Right. And then like it takes us like almost 4 days with a new group for them to get comfortable. And then after that, we get the breakthroughs and then they start talking about it, you know?
Wow.
Some kids really want the program. They know what the program does.
Okay.
And then they're like, yeah, this, and this is what I'm going through. I'm still going through this, and this. And it's like, okay, let's take your story and turn it into light.
Yeah.
And so we map out their entire story, what they're going through, all their trauma. And then we're like, okay, now let's put the hope in, right? Let's try to transition the way you see your life.
Yeah.
Because like the way that it's structured right now is like the only path you have is like addiction, welfare, and suicide. Right? Or go to prison as your escape.
Yeah.
And so it's like, no, we got to transition this, put it in your goals, your dreams, your hopes, everything, and we compile it. And then it's like, okay, this is your story.
Yeah.
Then we make the beat based off of what they want to talk about.
Straight into music.
Into music. And then afterwards, if like some kid needs like actual help, we go aside, debrief, let them cry, let them feel.
Wow.
And like a lot of kids will be like numb, like autopilot, because of like the intense reality of what they're living, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, okay, let's let you process it. And so like they just break down, they cry, and they feel it because they're in a safe space. So like when you get pulled out of a chaotic environment, what happens is that you're no longer numb, and then you start actually feeling, right? And then it's like we make sure that we close that wound though. So it's like, okay, you're opening out, you're expressing openly. Now let's close it. And we make sure that they have the supports afterwards when we leave, so that they're not stuck completely vulnerable, right? Yeah.
Wow. Have you ever had kids that like aren't into music as much? Like what about the ones that like, are there any that
trust me, man, like that's why we have film. So half the program is music, half the program is film.
Oh wow.
So the kids that aren't interested in using their voice or feel like they're not ready yet, okay, let's storyboard the music video. What's the story? What's being said? Okay, now let's go into it, right? And then they do the storyboard. We teach them like basically all the fundamentals for both audio and film.
Yeah.
And then we do vocal training. We do we literally prep them up to make sure that they're like perfect, and then like we release the albums after and like the music videos. Yeah.
Wow. And do you guys like, is this done in like a community center or a classroom? Because you're going to different communities.
Sometimes we're in a band office, in a boardroom. Sometimes we're in a classroom. Sometimes we're in a community hall. Sometimes we're in a daycare.
Yeah.
Right. It's whatever space is available. Because like a lot of these reserves don't actually have space for for youth. So it's like, okay, we gotta MacGyver something. Yeah. Yeah. And then we facilitate.
And then what about the studio then? Is it kind of like you build the studio on the spot sort of thing?
Like because I'm really good at what we do. Like even Lewis, we got the best equipment that we can have. We bring in like high grade studio mics.
Dope.
Like I mean high grade.
Yeah. And
we have like the capability, all the resources that we need. So we could literally set up in an open room, and as long as there's 15 feet from any wall, we don't pick up any reverberation. There's no comb filtering. There's no phasing issues. Wow. And we add the gates in, and we just make them sound like professional.
That's amazing, bro. That's fire. And KOOSEY, you say you're the vocal engineer mostly when you come to...
I do both pretty much. I help the kids record. I do a lot of writing for them.
Oh,
Basically,
dope.
I write for them about what they want me to write about for them.
Mm,
So I basically put it into a verse,
that's
then
dope.
practice the verse with them in a sort of flow. Basically,
That's fire.
Yeah.
I share my flow with them, and if they like it, we write more to that style.
Mm.
Then we get them to mimic and practice that flow. But what they're speaking is from what they want,
Yeah.
you know. So we just do
Yeah.
all that, and the beats. I
Yeah.
do the beats as well.
Oh, you produce the
Yeah.
beats and stuff
Yeah.
too. Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it a lot? Is a lot of it mostly like hip hop, bass R&B
Well,
kind of thing?
it's
Like, what is it?
what I would say. It's mostly R&B,
Mm.
and then like, cause like a lot of the kids like singing more than rapping,
Yeah, fair enough.
And
And
then-
it's a mixture of both.
and then like and then we have the half that's like MCs and like
spitters just
and-
want to rhyme.
yeah,
Yeah. That's
and like
dope.
one of our best spitters, man, like he's illiterate, like he can't read or write, and like so we just literally go line for line with him, and he's like, dude, it's
That's
just crazy.
crazy.
And he nails every single time.
Yeah.
Like he's like on it, like, and so it's just like
That's amazing.
yeah.
Hey man, you're always welcome to send me all of this music. I'll be so happy to play here and in Vancouver, bro. Like weekly. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. How about when you started music? When were you first introduced to? When did you first start creating music yourself?
Man, so with my story, it was like when I was young. So I was like maybe 13, 14. And like the environment I was in, all my cousins were on drugs already. They're already partying and all that stuff. And like just trying to numb out, right? And I didn't want to follow that path because,
Word, yeah.
you know, I was in that environment for so long. I was like, man, I never want to become like this.
Yeah.
And so I had this one string broken guitar, and I would just make these. I would learn how to play and all this stuff, and I would just start singing and singing and singing.
That's crazy.
And then like eventually, I got to the point where I had my own guitar, invested my money, and then by 14, I was performing in front of crowds of like 800 people at a time.
Wow.
I think the most I performed in front of was like around like close to 1,000.
Wow.
And then in 2016, next thing you know, a lot of our cousins were killing themselves. It was like almost month after month after month.
Wow.
And then one day, like our little cousin, 12 years old, literally like hung himself next door to my house, right?
I'm sorry.
And like,
crazy.
I was like, holy shit. And what do I do? I was like, what the hell do I do, man? I'm going to make rap music because that's the thing that the kids are listening to. So I'm going to start making songs about like staying alive.
Yeah.
And staying alive. And then next thing you know, I started getting these messages, yo, your music is actually keeping me alive.
Wow.
It wasn't mixed right. It was on
Wow.
Audacity. I was using freaking DJ apps to like just blend the beats and the
Wow.
vocals. But it was working, right? And so
Yeah.
I started putting my stuff on SoundCloud and stuff like that. And then
Yeah.
I eventually invested in like some cheap equipment.
Uh-huh,
I was making music with like drum hi-hat mics and like
Yeah.
just trying to do anything to keep my friends alive. And so like I was just
Damn.
basically doing that. And then eventually I got to the point where I ended up going into like the big leagues. Like
That's dope. Damn, that's incredible. And so is that the when it comes to the whole music making process with it is so you started off with the Audacity stuff? Is that the programs that you're still using and stuff? Like, how does that?
no, bro.
No, what do you guys
I
use?
use
when it
like
comes
Pro Tools, FL.
Mhm.
Sometimes I use Logic. But yeah, like we're like we have everything now.
to- Nah, that's dope.
It's nice. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. How many different where was the first place you started this outreach program? What was the first area
It
community?
was actually Thunder Bay. So
Okay.
we tried it. And then what happened was that we weren't able to finish a song though, because there was like a shooting threat at the school.
Whoa.
And so like, basically the program got cut short. We weren't able to deliver, but we were still working with all the kids and stuff. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, I was actually on my own at the time. I had a whole auditorium. So like, you know, a school auditorium,
The school auditorium. Yeah.
packed with kids.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I had,
This is the first
that was the very first like healing through
Wow.
music program I did.
What do you call it? Healing through music?
Yeah,
okay,
healing
okay.
through
Yeah.
music. Yeah.
Wow, that was the first one, eh?
Yeah.
And how soon did it get cut? Like a weekend, a couple days in, or?
It was like we were there for a week,
Okay.
and it basically like we didn't get to finish it because we lost like 2 days.
Fair.
And
fair.
so like it was kind of like a mess at that point. We're like shit because like I really wanted to deliver, right?
Yeah.
But like the song wasn't finished, the takes weren't, we didn't have enough takes and stuff like that. So I basically flew back to Toronto because I was living in Toronto at the time. And yeah, and then like 2 years after that, boom, another opportunity. Let's try it out for 2
there was
weeks.
a 2 week period where from that first
two
time
year.
to, 2 year period
yeah.
from that first time to when you
Yeah.
started getting the ball rolling. Damn,
Yeah.
bro, crazy. And so you said you had a auditorium full of students, kids and stuff, right? Like, does every single one of them? Do you attempt to make all of them? Do you attempt to get every single one of them on a song or film or anything?
Yeah,
Usually,
so
like, how does that work?
with that one, I was using them as courses. I was like getting the ones that were really eager to record.
Yeah.
And then when we started again, we limited the program to like, okay, let's do like 8 youth per session. And then
what? Say that again.
like
Sorry?
we started like, so when I did it 2 years after, I was like, okay, eight to 10 participants per session.
8 to 10.
And
minutes per-
then like now we have like 30.
Damn.
Yeah.
So usually whenever you go to these places, it's 30 kids. Wow.
And because we're there for like basically throughout the whole school year, like all the kid groups kind of rotate.
Yeah.
So we make sure pretty much everyone who wants to record records, everyone who
Wow.
wants to help films, and everyone has their ideas pitched in.
That's amazing. So generally you stay within the same community school for about a year. You do 2 weeks,
Like 6
on, 2
weeks
weeks
rotation, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like right now we're at the capacity where we're able to have multiple teams. So
Oh,
like
yeah?
let's say if I'm in Fort Albany and like Brunswick House or another First Nation wants a program, launch the other team.
Yeah.
So we're in 2 locations at the same spot at the same time.
Wow.
And because we have the format locked down, right? Like we could hire multiple teams now. So it's like who actually wants to do this type of work
Yeah.
and who can handle this work, right?
Yeah.
And the hardest thing though that I have to brief my employees on is like you gotta interact with these kids almost like you're never gonna see them again. Because like we did bury a kid before, you know, and it broke one of my staff's mind. Like he had to take years off, and like I was messed up for a couple of years about it. So.
Yeah. That's something I've been meaning to ask. So, like, when you do these things with, like, the 2 weeks on and then 2 weeks off, you just kind of you go home and do your own thing, sort of thing.
Well, I go home, but I'm on call.
You're
right?
on call.
So
okay.
if someone's like, "Yo, I'm about to kill myself," shit, you know, or like, "Yo, this is happening to me," like, where it's like, "Oh, now we gotta get the cops involved and stuff like that." It's like that's literally like I'm 24 hours all the time. Yeah.
How do you unwind or debrief? Because like it's hard for like you know, you to hear and be put through these, well, like you to hear of all these situations, like you're almost like taking it on yourself, right? Like you go to sleep, you're thinking about this stuff. Like have you had challenges on, you know, trying to not really separate yourself, but at least like try to like not get too involved? Like obviously got to be involved, but like sometimes it could carry a massive load on your head, right?
Well,
like
I'll say this. I separate myself as much as I can, and I use my music to debrief, right?
Yeah.
I also do a lot of self-work. I got to
Okay.
work on myself a lot,
Word
man.
up, yeah.
I have to, like, accept the reality, too.
True.
You know, it's like, and, like, yeah, like, a lot of the weight's on my shoulders. Like, we're understaffed, we're under-equipped, so, like, these kids, this is pretty much one of the only youth programs that actually does this stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's like, a lot of the weight's on my shoulders. And like it's heavy work, man. Like I had a mini heart attack in 2023. I was 23 years old.
Damn, bro.
Freaking another heart episode last summer, you know.
Yeah.
And like I burn out, you know, like
yeah, the burnout.
like
yeah.
even now I'm like, oh shit, I'm burning out. Thank God it's the end of the year because like
oh, that.
yeah, when the burnouts come, like it's lasting longer and longer, and then it's the weight that comes with it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, I'm just basically making sure though that I pass on this program, you know, like I'm
Yeah.
training people. I'm trying to make sure it stays alive so that
Yeah.
when my time is up in the mental health field, I gotta take a back seat, man, because like it's heavy. It's really
Yeah.
heavy. Yeah.
How do you ensure that these other teams that you got going out to the different communities? Because when you first started it, it was you and then your team and stuff, and it's, you know, your aura and your personality that wants to do this, and you kind of understand how to interact with these kids. How do you ensure that the other teams you're sending out kind of has that same mind state and know how to go about dealing with these situations?
Find like-minded people. Like my cousin here, it's my cousin, man. We lived through the same community.
Facts.
We buried the same people.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy over here, he comes from it too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot of people that I bring in, they know.
Yeah.
They already know.
Yeah.
And
the cause.
Yeah, because like, especially if you're indigenous, you feel it. You already know, you know? And like, the main thing is mental health first aid training. Okay? How to separate yourself, and then how to do the reports. How to look out for the stuff. How to make sure the kids are safe.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. It's like being genuine people.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're basically the parent for these kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane. So and now these programs are like, how do you get involved with the school right away? Do you got to go to you? So you say you talk to the governance and stuff of all these communities, but how are you first authenticated within, to have these programs to be like, look, this is what we do. These are steps. Like, is there like some kind of
just reach out to directors, man.
You reach out to, what do you mean by directors? Like
directors, like, so there's different programs out there, and then it's like, okay, well, we got to apply to funds, because the amount of work that we do, the amount of like burden that goes onto my staff, like, I got to make sure that they have their mental health time, right? That their liabilities covered, that they have the training, and then like, and like, they're also like industry professionals, so I gotta like give them an industry rate. Like, at least, like, a lot of it's discounted, you know what I mean? Like, we're not paying like a videographer like $2,500 a day, but we pay them enough where it's like, okay, it's a good cause. I'm willing to do this discount rate. Yeah, I'm willing to work with you because it's important. And that's how we work. So it's like, I take care of my staff, make sure that they have enough money to get by throughout the year. And like, yeah, we just work it out, and then we negotiate, and then we do the applications for the funding, and gets approved.
I see. That's awesome. Yeah. And how much different staff do you have, and what are the different roles that a lot of your the staff have?
So there's two leads: lead videographer, lead audio. So I'm the lead audio, and then I have my co-facilitators, which is Lewis, right? And then film would have a co-facilitator, and then I have two support workers.
Like real support workers for the kids and stuff. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so that's what it boils down to. That's why you were saying you had about 6 staff and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's that. Okay.
Yeah, it's needed.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn, bro. That's an interesting program. That's dope. What do you do during the summer then? That's kind of like you just still like, on call sort of thing.
Like right now, we're about to hit RCA studio to go like produce like the final album. Well, not the final album, chapter 2. It's been 5 years since I released one of the chapters. So chapter 2 is being made. It's a 25-song album. And we're going to be using that to tour internationally. So like,
amazing.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a lot of that. I'm going to be doing a lot of festivals, a lot of shows, just staying busy with my artistic career, you know what I mean? Because like, yeah, half the year, Frontline, half the year, J. Otis.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's crazy. How did what's your upbringing like? Like where did you grow up? How did you get into music and stuff like that? And also like what's like the background with your like where your family is from specifically? Like
so my dad's parents basically raised me until they passed away. So when I was like 6, till I was like till I was like 11. Okay. When they passed away, I moved back to my First Nation community. Okay. And then I was there for about till I was like 14, 15. Okay. And then I moved out on my own pretty much to go to school. Okay. So I had like a 9-to-5 job, paid my own phone bills, got my own food, stuff like that. And then did that for like 2 years. Suicide crisis happened, moved back to Albany. Okay. Then I went back to Timmins to finish my grade 11, grade 12. I was almost done my grade 12. I had one more semester. Okay. My grandma gets murdered.
Oh my God.
So like she was in a wheelchair and living in Timmins. She got beat to death by the police, and then, well, damn near beat to death. She was like, they refused her lawyers to see her when she was locked up in her cell. And when the guards shifted, the new guards seen like her laying on a cot, dripping blood from underneath her cot. And like she was in a wheelchair. She was just an old lady. Yeah. And when she went to the hospital in Timmins, the hospital was like, we don't want to service her. We're about to throw her out on the street.
Wow.
And so they thought it was the woman shelter worker, right? Oh, finally, you could take this girl out here, like other out of here, right? No, that's my mom. That's my uncle.
Wow.
I'm going to sue you guys if you guys don't do anything.
Uh-huh.
And instead of like putting her in a room, they put her into the place where they let people die.
Oh my God.
And so that day happened. I went up, kind of tucked my grandma in, and then like went out to have like a meeting about my label. I got a call, yo, your grandma's dead, you know? And so it's like, shit. And then, but the same day I got a call, yo, your cousin Joey got shot 4 times by the police. Same city,
Wow.
same police force, 2 different incidents, same day.
This is Timmins?
Timmins, yeah.
Wow.
And then the ICU investigators made sure that the cops weren't liable.
Wow.
That things weren't liable. So they took all the interviews from people who weren't actually witnesses. All the witnesses they didn't interview to make sure that it got covered up. Yeah, and it's the same SIU investigator that like covered up like my aunt's rape from 2 police, but then she had like what's it called, Hep C, so that police officer got Hep C for life. Wow. Like serves him right, man. But you know,
Yeah.
but yeah, like so like that's kind of like my history around that, where I'm from. And then yeah, I moved to like Poplar River.
Where, sorry?
Poplar River, like Manitoba. I went back to Manitoba.
Oh, okay.
Helped my mom out. Couldn't kind of cope in there, you know what I mean? So I moved back to Albany. And then, yeah.
Where's your like grandparents and their parents and grandparents? Like where were they originally from and
So
resided?
like Fort Albany.
Fort Albany,
Fort
which
Albany.
is closer to closer to
like
what area?
James, like it's a fly-in remote community on the James Bay, west coast James Bay.
Oh, okay.
Near Moosonee.
Okay.
And then my dad's parents were from Timmins. Well, his adopted parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And is there like a name of their like First Nation group or tribe? Like what's the name?
Fort Albany First Nation, Inano Cree.
Inano Creek?
Yeah, Inano Cree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know much about like the history of their like ancestral like tribes and like what they were like, you know, I don't know what's the word, like, you know, like hunter gatherer. I don't know what the word is like, but like, do you know a lot about their history?
I grew up traditional.
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, like big thing was hunting, right? Food sovereignty on the land. The other big thing was ceremonies.
Okay.
And so my whole family is like I grew up traditional, you know, like strict traditional. And but yeah, the impacts of the residential school, man, they like they used to kill people just for smudging. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Wow. And you're saying this was a fly-in remote, like an island kind of thing?
Yeah.
So okay, like how far from the land is it if you're on a boat or something? That's not something people normally do,
like,
whatever, right?
If you're going by boat, you're risking your life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the bay, man. It's connected to the ocean.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Okay,
but
fair.
winter road drive, like 13 hours.
Oh, wow.
From like North Bay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah, it gets cold out there. Huh?
Yeah.
Holy. So, how? And then you said you went to see your mom in Manitoba area or something like that.
Yeah. So like she ended up working in Manitoba for a period, and so I like went to go help her because like you know everything just happened. Like that was like a month after my grandma got passed away, right? So it's like I went with her, and then like stayed there for a few months. Went back to Albany, and then I moved to Toronto, and that's when like a lot of stuff happened out here where I was like just working.
Dope.
And then yeah, man. And then ended up going to college. So
that's fire.
Yeah.
No, that's dope, bro. So back to like when it comes to like the music that you record with the kids and stuff, do you release them like single tracks or albums or like
we do albums?
You guys do albums. So generally one and would some of these songs have multiple features and kids on it? Most of them. Yeah. Okay. Dope.
Yeah. So you could find it on like Spotify, Apple Music, underneath like Healing Through Music Program, and then the album name's like the one that's out right now is like Healing Through Music Program 2023-2024.
Yeah.
And then we're releasing another one 2024 to 2025.
Okay. Who would you say are some of your favorite artists that are on there that stand out to you? No, I know you don't want to be biased, but like just be honest. Who's your favorite ones that are like, yo, this guy's actually sick. Like, it's so sick.
There's like, there's a few few youth, man. There's like a girl named Sam, girl named Courtney.
Mm-hmm.
Trey was really strong in the first album.
That's dope.
Ben was like our day one. Like, he was in there for the first 3 years. He was like master at music.
Wow.
Dude, there's a lot of youth, man. There's a lot of youth. But like, most three are strong. Yeah,
that's dope. Does any of them contribute to like the, they come up with something or like name a song and you're like, damn, this guy's like a genius. Like, dude, a lot of them.
Some of the kids just come in with a fully written verse. I'm ready. Like, fire. And we're like, damn, and it's like gold. I'm like, all right, let's find out how we're gonna deliver it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's so sick. Who's your music inspirations growing up?
Growing up, Tupac, Eazy-E, Biggie Smalls,
fire.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oof, yes sir.
Chaos,
Cleveland. Nice.
Outkast.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
nice. Yeah.
But I was like, Ice Cube was a big one.
Okay.
And like, yeah, man, like those were my main inspirations because I seen what Pac was doing for his community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he was finally verbalizing it. It was like such a political movement, inspiring change. I was like, man, we're like 200 years behind. We got to catch up. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. And then that's what really let me like go all out.
Okay. That's dope. And you said you got involved with film a little bit. Did you end up doing that, or you said you got called up to work when you were at NBC?
So I got signed to an agency. I got an agent and all that, so I'm able to do film.
Yeah.
Like acting and stuff, but I didn't really get any gigs too much. So like I was like, son, and then like I had work, like so much work with the front line because I'm always needed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't leave these kids hanging just being here. So like I just took off and started doing my work like normal.
Yeah.
And like I'll get like a couple auditions here and there. Like some was for like a AAA like video game.
Yeah.
Some was like for like different things. So I'd like try out. But nothing really hit. So but I ended up doing like some scoring for like a documentary and stuff like that.
Okay. What do you mean by scoring for like
full audio mix?
Oh, okay.
Background music, composition, like yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And then you and KOOSEY are cousins through the like how are you guys related? Like your moms?
So he's like my second or third cousin, eh?
Okay.
Somewhere around there, yeah. It's a big fucking tree, man.
Oh yeah? Okay, so like break that down for me. Like your moms or your dad's?
Yeah, so like my mom's side and his mom's side are like second cousins.
Your mom's side. Okay.
The way families work is like,
well,
you can be related to anybody, dog.
Like all 700 people are your cousins, man.
Yeah.
You see this part of like somebody's tree, right? It's like this tree.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm related to this guy. Next thing you know, you're connecting to another branch this way. That's like a all.
Yeah.
And one way to put it is like.
We're all related, man.
I don't know. I guess. Incest. Like that's one way to put it, like the easiest way to describe it.
Yeah,
sorry, I don't know if
it's not like family, friends, and like just like you all somehow.
Because the community is so small, it's just like, didn't they do like a proper way of breeding, like so they don't.
Well, like
oh wow,
there's this whole thing, and then like a lot of the communities would like connect with each other. But then, like, we're in a state now where it's like you can't even date inside of the whole coast, man. You gotta you gotta go out.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. So if you're from the coast, don't even bother dating from there. You know what I mean? It's like,
damn, bro.
Yeah.
Well, when did you start making music and stuff? Are you more first a beat producer and then an artist? Because you make a lot of the beats and stuff. You're saying, right?
I've always been into music for. Basically, growing up, I knew I wanted to do music, and I got introduced to FL Studio by my geography teacher. Actually,
whoa, that's sick.
He just out of nowhere was like, "Yo, come check this out."
Yeah. He's like, I think you think it's cool.
YouTube. Like, I was like, So I don't know if we can swear on this side.
Yeah, you can swear.
Okay,
You can
good.
swear whatever the fuck you want.
But yeah, no, it started off in like seeing FL Studio
Yeah.
and like eventually getting into Logic.
Oh wow.
I got a MacBook for one of my birthdays. It was 2017. And I just started from there. Basically self-taught, all on YouTube.
Okay.
And been doing it ever since. I stopped for about a year in 2018.
Yeah.
And we got back into it 2019, 2020 is like when I started like,
2020.
working because you know COVID, right?
Yeah.
So it's like learning more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, oh, it's funny, just like thinking back on all those. I made shitty tracks, man. It's just like,
Yeah, but you're self-taught though, and like sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta go through that perception of what you think, and you find your own style through that and stuff
like,
too, right?
All
Yeah.
that build-up though came up to 2021 when. Well, what I meant, not shitty tracks, sorry, shitty mixes is what I meant to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And 2021 when Jeremiah, I came and moved back up north because I was living down south basically throughout the whole COVID.
Down south doesn't like
As in
where.
Timmins.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that okay?
Yeah.
But I'm
That's
new to the
South
lingo.
Bros,
But that's sick.
This is like further south. right?
That's
This is like-
fire. Okay.
But yeah,
Dope.
I came back and Jeremiah was going in school, and I took over his position as a security supervisor. So as he was in school, he was
Oh, wow.
learning, gaining knowledge from what school was that in?
Algonquin College.
Algonquin College. Yeah, he did all that. So basically, as I was living back up north, like for Albany,
Mm-hmm.
he was teaching me on the side like how to do vocal mixing.
Oh wow.
And from there-
Okay.
Fast forward to like now, I guess, just developing like different ways of mixing vocals, but
Mhm.
using the same template that I learned from Jeremiah.
Yeah.
So what is what does that mean by like vocal mixes? Like, I'm always trying to learn FL and all these other program stuff too. Like, what do? You adjust a couple of EQs, compressors, like, or is it a little bit more? I know it's a lot more technical than that. I'm trying to
Yeah.
self-teach too, and it gets frustrating
like,
sometimes.
So I don't even know. I say the preset channel, and it's like it starts off with a gate,
Okay.
auto tune,
Okay.
equalization, then compressor, de-esser. No, de-esser.
No, de-esser before comp.
Yeah, then compressor, then I think that's it, right?
Yeah, and then after that it's parallel compression, and then all the auxiliary sends.
Interesting. I've heard of most of the thing except for what's de-esser and the gate.
like,
Like, what is it? What
When
is
you're
those
like saying words like with an S, like when like, and it's like peaks the microphone, the ear, so the de-esser kind of
gets rid of it,
ducks
kind of
that,
thing.
silences it.
Wow. Okay.
Like makes it easier for the listeners, you know, so it's not so harsh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the gate is just
The gate,
kinda-
so like say like you had a fan is on right now.
Oh wow.
If I'm not talking, the fan's not gonna be picked up.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It'll only pick up when the vocal, like when I start talking or.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, and you're using Logic for this nowadays
No,
more than.
FL.
Oh, it's still
Yeah.
FL to this
No,
day.
I transitioned from Logic to FL Studio in 2020.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
2021.
Interesting.
We used that or Logic to to teach them because it was like very user friendly.
Easy. Okay. Okay.
And then
okay,
once
yeah.
the fundamentals were mastered, then it's like back to FL.
Interesting.
That was way before we knew about this. I was just on Logic because I was making beats.
Oh
And
wow.
it
right.
was FL Studio.
You used
and-
FL for
yeah,
beats, and then for
learning it.
vocal mixing, we used
Yeah.
Logic again, and then we went back to FL after.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But you started off at FL. That's what you learned from when your geography teacher showed you was FL, and then you learned Logic, and then you went back to FL kind of thing.
Yeah, in a way, because like I saw FL Studio first. I was like, it's nice. Then but when I got that MacBook, I started going on YouTube, like how to make beats, how to make that, how to do this. Then I noticed this one guy that I watch a lot. He was using this DAW. I was like, what is this? I like this. It looks familiar. Because it was basically GarageBand, like a modified GarageBand, which was Logic Pro. And
Yeah.
that's when I found out about Logic Pro. So I started using that for him
Okay.
at the beginning.
That's fire. Who's your music inspirations growing up? The ones that
I don't
impacted you
know.
the most?
I listened to a lot, like in those days. It was more like Juice WRLD at the time. You know, like,
Nice. Okay. Okay.
that
Sick.
era of rap.
Yeah.
But like as I like got older, got into more old school, like Nas, like all of those old school rappers.
For real.
Kendrick Lamar's, he was like popping off in
Dope.
2016. J. Cole,
Uh-huh.
like just a lot of those types of artists. And it wasn't just hip hop. I started listening to like rock,
Yeah.
you know, like I don't know. I couldn't really say.
What artists of like rock that you listen to quite a bit of?
Like Guns N' Roses.
Sick.
As Jeremiah said, Jimi Hendrix. There's a few, not necessarily just rock, but you call those punk bands there.
Yeah.
Blink 182, like all these different styles. just inspirations from like a lot of those. Well, now it's like inspirations from those.
That's
just
dope.
listen to music.
That's fire. And so a lot of it seeps in through your creative side as well too when you're making music and stuff.
Like I listen to so many genres. Like my Spotify yearly rap. You listen to like 500 different genres, or I forgot what it was. It was a high number anyway.
That's crazy.
Shit, I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
I just listen to shit, man, and that's what like keeps me, my creative like flow.
Yeah.
Just like when I'm making something.
That's dope.
I get inspired by this, this certain sound.
Amazing. When you're working with the kids and stuff, like you're making the beats from scratch generally, right?
Yeah.
And like, what do you start with usually? Do you have like a certain format? Do you go melody first, hi-hats first, kicks first, or
well, normally
chords?
because like to save time.
Yeah.
We use Splice. I don't know if you heard of Splice. It's basically
yeah. I've heard. I'm not so familiar with what exactly it is. I keep getting ads for it though. But
so a lot of the times I can make the melodies. I do make them, but like to save time, sometimes I'll play like. Splice is basically like a subscription-based thing, and they have like
royalty-free samples.
Yeah, samples.
Oh
royalty-free.
wow!
So we just, excuse me, we just play through them with the kids, and we like basically who likes this one? Oh, hands up. Who likes that
That's
one?
Dope.
Oh, this
That's
like.
Dope.
Then we go with the majority to vote on what we want. And we start doing that, then I asked them like what type of drums. No, we start out the program asking what do they want, what instruments, what sounds,
what genre,
what they want to talk about, how they're feeling, the moods and all that, and who wants to be on a song.
That's fire.
Then we start that process of making the beat.
That's amazing. That's fire. Dude, that's sick. I know there's a lot of creative processes that goes behind it and stuff. And what about for movies and stuff? Is there any shows or movies that particularly inspired you, or like that you watched a lot growing up that kind of made an impact in your life? You would say, because you got into film. Like, is there a reason why, or
so? With that, it was actually just a unique circumstance. Like I got asked to be able to do this type of work. So it's like, all right, bought a $7,000 computer.
Wow.
Invested another $1,000 in Pro Tools so I could do like code syncing, like time code. And then like, I just started going off. And then like I got my nice art, like MPK.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just like follow what's directed. So it's like, for that documentary, it was like, imagine you being a family member and they're not around anymore.
I see.
And so like these elders are all talking about like their deep truths and everything like that. So it's like, okay, the sound scoring has to be something that's sentimental.
Yeah.
Something that people will be looking back on for generations. And it's like, and so that's pretty much how I approached it. Yeah.
That's interesting. So it was more kind of like a documentary based kind of thing.
Like doc based. And then right now we're kind of like looking at doing some like sound score, like soundtracks and like scoring for like an animation series.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's
That's dope. And it's all like kind of heavily involved with what you're doing anyways, right? Because giving back to the community and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Jumping to this, what's a lot of the good food that you guys grew up on? What's some traditional food that you think like, yo, that's bomb, like I love having that? Like, you put us on. What's that?
Geese.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, traditional food like like geese. Like we just saw a couple of them sitting outside the school. Those. And,
they're flying back with in the truck.
They fly up north around this time, and that's when they die.
Oh, no way. I would have never thought everybody thinks they're going to somewhere safe to hibernate, but that's not really what goes down, eh?
We're just calling them in.
That's funny.
There's like 200 there. Boom! And we just take as many as we can get, you know. And then,
yo, that's jokes.
Fish is a big thing.
Yeah.
Moose meat, man.
Is the population of moose kind of going down and stuff like in like Canada and stuff? Would you say, or it's just it's always just is what there's always moose around?
Like we harvest safe. Like we only kill the males.
Yeah.
Oh
right?
Wow!
Yeah,
wow.
We have a rule. We only kill the males. We don't kill the cows because how is the population gonna stay up? So like we wait until like mating season for one, and then like we just never kill the females. And then if there's a young buck, we don't kill him.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it was if you kill a female, that's 7 generations of moose down. So that's why you leave those ones alone.
Wow.
And you don't kill. Well, they say you don't kill the calves too, like the like the young ones.
Yeah.
Some people do, but I guess it really depends on the person.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
And the other thing is like click corned beef hash. So like,
Corned beef hash.
all processed food.
Oh, so like you just buy it from the grocery store or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like food is so expensive up there. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the stuff that's affordable is like stuff that like really messes us up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Craft dinner.
Yeah, for sure.
Mr. Noodles for days.
Hey, bro, underrated. I try to gourmet up my craft dinner, Mr. Noodles, bro. Like the other day, I was frying up some garlic and onions, just made craft dinner, and just mix it together.
Yeah.
Super random and weird, but yo, it's good. That's awesome. Isn't there a lot of like bread type traditional stuff? Like I forgot what
It's
the
just
name
bannock
of it.
and fry bread.
Yeah.
Fried bread is all that.
Is that it's just like normal bread
Man,
kind of
it's,
thing
it's survival food.
Oh, it's
man.
survival food?
It's
That's how you
like-
call it?
Like, yeah, man. It's like literally flour, salt, and water, and like magic powder if you have it. And like, yeah, man, it's like survival food because they didn't give us a lot of stuff, right? They're
Yeah.
like basically robbing us, forcing us in these confinement camps, and like, here, make do.
Yeah.
And so like it became a big
Interesting.
thing. Like, how good can your bannock become because we have limited resources?
Yeah.
And so it's like if someone could make a good piece of like flour loaf, you know,
Yeah.
then
Wow.
yeah,
Do you generally eat it with anything, or like
like
most of the time people didn't have much to eat
Like-
it with, or
like a lot of it, it's like survival. So it's like we'll like try to make stews and like have it with stews.
yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Fair enough. Damn, that's crazy. So geese, moose, fish. Bannock is not generally part of the
Well,
everyday diet.
it
kinda.
became a big thing over colonizational periods.
Mhm.
So like a lot of people still have that a lot.
Yeah.
And because like a lot of people grew up eating that, it became like a nostalgic food.
Yeah.
So a lot of people love bannock because they want to
Sounds good. Paul's got to go teach some music classes. Thanks, Paul. See you later, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's fire. Well, when you're at home, like, do you try to make traditional stuff like with your fam and stuff, like, or do you just kind of
well,
you know?
right now I just
No.
try to eat healthy, man. So
Word,
like,
yeah.
I eat like a lot of steak, a lot of liver.
Mm-hmm.
If I have moose meat or if I get to go hunting, then I'll
That's
I'll
crazy.
eat that all the time. But work's been like kind of holding me back from going hunting. So
So is there like laws that apply specifically for hunting, or how much? Because I remember somebody was telling me in BC on Vancouver Island there was a certain, like, when it comes to elk, there's a certain raffle you'd have to apply to, and you can only kill a certain amount of elk
See,
a year, something like
that's-
that, or
we're allowed to hunt freely because it's in our hunting territory. If we go outside of our hunting territory, we gotta get tags.
oh wow.
So like, but because we're in our treaty territory, where we're allowed to hunt and we have our trap lines, we're allowed to harvest. Yeah,
wow, trap lines. So, oh, like, so it's like literally like what it
we
sounds
have
like.
like acres of land where we're allowed to hunt.
That's amazing. And like fishing and all this stuff goes the
Yeah.
same way on the ground, geese and all this stuff too. Damn. Were you taught how to hunt as like a young kid and stuff? Majority of people were, or like not a lot of people?
I mean, it's kind of like a dying practice because
Oh,
like,
really?
well, because a lot of kids. But we do have like the families that still go out all the time, constantly hunting. Like for myself, like I was heavy in snaring and
Snaring.
yeah, like
What's-
snaring rabbits and
Oh wow. Okay.
trapping, like setting up marten traps, and
Wow.
I used to love geese hunting.
Well, how like snaring? Like, what is that exactly? Are you building like a trap, like kind of like you're building a life-size mouse trap kind of thing? Like, how does
No,
that? What does that look
you,
like?
You basically look at the tracks because rabbits follow one track all
okay,
the time,
okay,
so
okay.
they have one path. So you just don't break that path,
Yeah.
and then you grab a copper wire, you make a hoop, and basically you set it up on a branch above it.
Oh wow.
And then when the rabbits run through that path, they get snared.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you just gotta go there like early in the morning to make sure that like a fox or
Yeah,
a
yeah,
coyote or
didn't
a
eat
wolf
it.
doesn't eat it. Yeah.
Damn. And for geese, it's just you shoot them out of the sky kind of thing, or
you build a snow blind, you camouflage yourself completely, then you call them in, or like we set up decoys, and then they just start landing when we call them.
That's crazy. Is like a certain whistle or something, or like a device
we could mimic the sound of a geese like accurately. Yeah.
That's crazy. Is there a different species of geese, or is it all generally like the same thing that everybody sees?
There's like snow geese and Canada geese. So there's two. Snow geese fly really high. Canada geese fly lower.
Oh, interesting. Dang. And moose, same thing. There's not a lot of different species of mooses there, or generally
moose is moose. Mm-hmm. Caribou is caribou.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Damn, bro. How far up north is Port Albany or
Albany?
Fort Albany. How far up north from where Fort Albany is to like like the Arctic or like wherever? Like how far up north is it in Canada? Like what are we talking?
I mean, it's not Arctic, but we're like connected to like the Arctic Ocean. So it's like yeah, we're pretty up there. We get polar bears. Like my trap line's called Wabascow, which means polar bear area.
Wow.
So like we get them.
Damn. Have you ever seen polar bears and stuff? Really, eh?
Yeah.
Damn.
I was actually cooking a duck outside my house, and there's like a bear like 4 kilometers, or polar bear like 5 kilometers out.
Yeah.
And like we had to like barricade ourselves in the house. So like
crazy.
Because they're carnivores, right?
Yeah. Damn. Okay. Interesting. Do you got any? Do you got anything being released for when it comes to music right now? Like, do you have anything coming out this summer?
Yeah, I have a couple tracks. The one that you're about to play,
do you want to introduce that right now?
Yeah, so
okay, go ahead and introduce it for everybody.
So Tell Me is a song that's gonna be on the album. I'm also releasing it as a single, but it's basically me being like, tell me what you're in it for.
Okay,
the music industry, right?
Yeah.
The money, the woman, the fame, diamond, gold, and chains, right?
Whoa.
And it's like basically calling out like a lot of the artists who are basically chasing the smoke in the mirror, right? Because like the industry is all smoke and mirrors. You don't actually need those things. Like you could make a big breakthrough and still be broke at the end of the day.
Wow.
And so it's like
a crazy bar you just said right there.
Yeah. And so like I'm like, tell me what you're in it for, man. Are you honest with it? Right? Because I'm not in it for that. I'm in it to keep people alive. I'm in it to stay alive. I make music to stay alive. I breathe it. I need it. Right? And it's like, I'm basically like, in that whole song, basically talking about like, there's people that are in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And they try and they try and they try, and then they're like, it's not working, and then they give up. And then there's people like me who actually need it to survive, and it's not necessarily for fame at all. It's just to stay true to who you are. Yeah. And it's like, you need to make music or else you go crazy. Damn. And so it's like, what am I in it for? I'm in it for change. I'm in it to inspire. I'm in it to like help people. Yeah. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the fame. I don't care about anything that comes with it. Like my music is there. I put my heart and soul in it. I don't even write my music. I just freestyle. That song that you're going to play, that was a one-take freestyle.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. And like, I don't write a lot of my stuff. I speak from the soul. I speak from the spirit. And it just comes out that way. And so like, you could go back, listen to all my music. Half of it's not even written.
That's amazing.
It's just all soul.
Straight off the heart. That's dope. All right, let's listen to it right here. Tell Me by J. Otis. Let's go.
Releasing next month.
Tell me why you do this for. Tell me what you in it for. Tell me what you do this for. Tell me what you do this for. Tell me what you in it for. The grind, the hustle, the game, the money, the woman, the fame, the diamonds, the gold, and the chains, the fanciest cars in the range. But without the grind and the hustle, ain't nothing ever gonna change. Tell me what your plans in life, tell me what you do it for. I'm only out risking my life, but what am I in it for? Sure as I ain't. The grind, the hustle, the game, the money, the woman, the fame, the diamonds, the gold, and the chains. I'm in it for change. We ain't the same, I do this for love. I take on the pain, I'm praying above while you pushing the blame. I'm praying for love, I'm praying you say. At times when others die, I pray for better times. And life files will say goodbye while they cross over to the other side. I gotta stay strong and no one crying for me while I carry on with the youth in mind. Save one, maybe save five. Won't see 25, praise be to God that they're alive. With the battles that they face in their lives, you can see the pain in their eyes. Hey, you could even see it in mine. And I tried so many times, but look me in the eyes and tell me what you in for. Tell me what you in it for. The grind, the hustle, the game, the money, the woman, the fame, the diamonds, the gold, and the chains, the fanciest cars in the range. But without the grind and the hustle, ain't nothing ever gonna change. Tell me what your plans in life, tell me what you do it for. I'm only out risking my life, but what am I in it for? Sure as I ain't. The grind, the hustle, the game, the money, the woman, the fame, the diamonds, the gold, and the chains. I'm in it for change. We ain't the same, I do this for love. I take on the pain, I'm praying above while you pushing the blame. I'm praying for love, I'm praying you say. Tell me what you in it for. Tell me why you do this for. Tell me why you do this for. Tell me what you in it for. Tell me what you do this for. Tell me what you do this for.
Fire track. That was crazy. Tell Me by J Otis. That was a whole freestyle off the top you were saying too?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That's crazy. KOOSEY produced this one too?
Oh no,
No. Okay.
This
no
was one of my friends from Moscow.
From Moscow?
Yeah.
Moscow, damn, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I love Russian rap.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I wasn't expecting the slow, like the chopped and screw kind of, that was sick. And I didn't realize the speed was on there, but I rewinded that real quick. But that was fire. That's fire. Damn, bro. So off the top, you just kind of went in there, and there was a chorus in there too. Like you kind of repeat, like that's crazy. It's crazy music making abilities on there. Damn. When did you make this this track?
Like February.
Okay.
Yeah, I freestyled February. Had this idea. I was like, all right, I got laid in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're releasing it as a single sometimes this summer. You're saying?
Yeah. So next month. Probably around like May 15.
Okay.
May 16.
Okay.
And then yeah, I got a couple other songs releasing throughout the summer.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to aim for like July 19. Might be in August where I'm releasing that 25 song album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dope. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that album? Is there a name that you want to share? Is there features on it?
So
produced by anybody?
It's called Trilogy Chapter 2 Revival.
Okay.
It's a 25 song album.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes through my story. So it's like everything from where I grew up in. I have like a song that I recorded, which was a freestyle, and I had a PTSD episode.
Wow.
Yeah, and it just goes through everything, man, from like love to heartbreak to falling off to not giving a fuck to finding back my way to finally getting back to who I am, finding my spirit back, and then like becoming strong. And so it's like the whole path of revival, because I haven't really released much music since 2021.
Okay.
It was just like singles here and there, but yeah. So it's like a whole, like the entire journey since then when I went silent.
Is there a reason why it's called Trilogy, the albums?
Yeah, so it was an idea that me and one of my homies made up where it's like, okay, this is Trilogy Chapter 1. And I'm like, bet. And so like we kind of inspired it from like, we were watching a lot of anime at the time. So we're like, okay,
Dope.
the like Trilogy Chapter 1 is the heart, so Tsunade, right, from Naruto.
Okay.
Chapter 2 is Orochimaru.
Okay.
Revival.
Yeah.
And then chapter 3 is supposed to be like this dance hall kind of like influence based, which is gonna be Jiraiya.
Oh, bro, that's crazy. I can't wait. I gotta show a couple family members just because you just shouted out the whole Naruto thing on this too. That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what trilogy
Yeah.
breaks down to.
Yeah. So every 5 years, new trilogy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, so the first one is the heart, you said?
The Heart, Tsunade,
Tsunade, and then the second one is
Orochimaru.
Orochimaru. What does that translate to?
Orochimaru is like, well, it's the revival, right? 'Cause
Oh,
like,
okay.
but like also it's more the destructive. It's the chaos. It's the mind.
Yeah,
So the heart, the mind, the soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the third one is...
It's gonna be. I don't have a final name for that chapter yet. So,
Okay. Wow.
But that's gonna be Jiraiya. Yeah.
That's dope. Damn, that's fucking fire. Cool. And you got are you almost wrapping it up for the program for this year, or is it wrapped up already?
It's already wrapped up.
It's already wrapped up?
We're just finishing production, getting the videos ready to release, and yeah.
Dope. Okay, perfect. And then back to it in September kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Perfect, bro. Anything you want to shout out? Do you want to shout out anything coming up or whatever?
Shout out Chucks for setting everything up here.
Big up, Chucks.
Shout out Sky Spence, my videographer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Sky.
Yeah.
An hour and a half.
There you go.
Shout out.
Camera overheated.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like,
Fire.
I'm like, whatever.
Damn.
Yeah. Shout out KOOSEY.
Big up, KOOSEY.
And Land Sky Records is my record label.
Land Sky Record. Okay,
yeah,
sick.
We used to be known as C7 Records. We did
Okay.
a whole renaming. We're in the process of rebranding.
Okay.
And Land Sky Records is going to be the platform that we're going to use to uplift a lot of artists, a lot of producers, and a lot of videographers.
Amazing.
So we're going to be searching for people who really deserve it and who really deserve that break. And we're going to help
amazing.
uplift everyone.
I love
And we're going to be getting ready for international touring.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah.
That's fire. Bro, thank you so much for coming through, taking the time and stuff. I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to hearing a lot more music. Looking forward to seeing the journey and working with you and stuff as well too, and this episode as well too. And man, you guys got you have something. You have an album coming up this summer. Did you have a release date for it or anything?
So we got a couple singles.
Okay.
I got New Day coming out this May, as
Okay.
well as Tell Me.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna be releasing the whole Trilogy Chapter 2 album. Louis, do you have anything releasing soon?
Maybe.
Yeah. It's in
Honestly,
the vault.
don't
It's in
know.
the vault. Okay.
It's like sporadic. Like
I feel
I
that.
will, then I won't. It's not necessarily because of a specific thing. It's just
Yeah. It's
like I
like,
make a lot of music. I don't really have a date on when to release them, but
I feel that.
definitely I want to release one song within the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah. And Instagram, The Real J Otis.
The real J.O. That's okay.
I have a single that I recently released called Do or Die
Mm-hmm.
with a music video, which is pretty cool. And that's who we are.
Dope. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Really dope to learn about all that stuff as well too. And guys, I appreciate it. Much love. Much love.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.